Alright, what's up, mates? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Chicago Bulls video. Unfortunately, they just suffered a defeat against the Philadelphia 76ers. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I'm about like 85 subscribers away from 9,000, so any new subscription, it would really help. But if you couldn't tell by the tone of voice and by the title of today's video, the Chicago Bulls, man, they've lost two straight, and they've lost two straight to the Philadelphia 76ers without Ben Simmons. I'm not a huge fan because obviously they're without Ben Simmons. And I'm fully aware that Philadelphia has a very capable team. Obviously, they have Joel Embiid, who is like the runner-up of the MVP trophy. But still, nonetheless, I am not in the best mood, if you will. And I still think Chicago should have won that basketball game. And it's extremely frustrating, and I'm going to hide my frustration with laughter. 114 to 105. Philadelphia gets to 8-2 as Chicago gets to 6-3. Luckily, Chicago has the opportunity on Monday, which will be right after a back-to-back against the Toronto Raptors for the Brooklyn Nets. But anyways, Chicago plays the Brooklyn Nets right after a back-to-back on Monday, so hopefully they can get their record to 7-3 as opposed to 6-4, and set themselves up for the start of the season. But welcome back to the channel, guys. If you are new here, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post Bulls videos pretty much every single day. I post NBA videos every single day. I'm going to try and recoup for that loss, and if you understand what I'm doing, shout out to you. I don't know how great the audio is. Yeah, I don't know how great the audio is. So usually we do that for after wins. We smoke the post-victory pack. But I've been sick for about 5 days now, and I'm sick of this. So the Bulls lost, man, and it's just absolute utter bullshit because, I mean, it was like a close game, but you look at the statistics, and it was like, how is this game even close? Field goal percentage. What did the Bulls shoot tonight from the field? 40%. Right? Not good at all. What did Philadelphia shoot? 53. So 53% to 40% from the field. How do you think the game's going to end? From downtown, the Bulls shot 7 of 29 for a 24% stake. What did Philadelphia do? 13 of 26 for a 50% stake. How do you think the game is gonna end? Oh my goodness gracious. So the Chicago Bulls are 6-3, and two of their losses are to the Philadelphia 76ers without Ben Simmons. Now, granted, Philadelphia is a pretty solid team, but they're without Tobias Harris. They are literally without Tobias Harris right now. Joel Embiid absolutely feasted tonight. 30 points, 15 rebounds, 4 of 5 from downtown for Joel Embiid. He feasted. Korkmaz off the bench, 7 of 9 from downtown, 25 points and 6 rebounds. Where the F did that come from? It's like, what the fuck, dude? Every player on the Sixers played out of their goddamn mind except for Andre Drummond. Literally every single player for the Sixers tonight did well, statistically, except for Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond was the only player outside of Paul Reed to be a negative plus-minus. Paul Reed on the season, 2 points per game, folks. Keep that in mind. It's like, how do you lose this damn game, man? You just lost to the Sixers on the road by 5 points like 4 days ago. You make adjustments, and you get the goddamn win. Come on, Chicago. But they couldn't pull it off, man. They just couldn't pull it off. I can't believe Joel dropped 30 and 15. It's not that surprising considering Nikola Vucevic. I cannot believe Korkmaz dropped 25. I just can't. Off the bench. Off the bench at 32. I just can't, my mind can't really process it. So, as I'm sure you can imagine, Philadelphia was just the better team tonight as far as shooting the ball goes. They shot 53 from the field. The Bulls shot 40. Downtown 50 for 24. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned that. The Bulls, you had LaVine drop 32. You had DeRozan drop 25. Outside of that, it was absolutely nothing. In the starting lineup particularly, because the bench, you still had good games from Alex Caruso. You had good games from Derrick Jones Jr. And you also had a pretty solid game from Tony Bradley. So I'm not trying to put any scoring issues on the bench whatsoever because they put up 25 points off the bench, and I'll take that with a four-man rotation. But in the starters, you had Javonte Green. I guess he's only playing 18 minutes, but he only put up 2. Nikola Vucevic, 5 of 16 from the field. It's just he's shooting so bad from the field. Lonzo Ball isn't helping at all. He's not shooting the ball well at all either right now. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Thankfully with Lonzo, he'll do a little bit of everything. Thankfully with Vucevic, he'll get a couple of rebounds, maybe a couple of defensive statistics some nights, but at least you're getting outside production from those two players, whereas you look at Javonte Green and it's well, yeah, Javonte, he's a second-year player. He's 28 years old. He's a second-year player. I'm not really expecting much. So it's kind of the best of both worlds at this point early on in the season with Patrick Williams going down. Like I mentioned, you had a good game from Avery Bradley, and you saw a bunch of minutes from your 4 bench players, the lowest getting 12 minutes with Tony Bradley and Ayo Dosunmu. So I think the Bulls 100% will make a move. I don't know when it will be. I don't anticipate it being relatively soon. I don't think it'll be in the year 2021. If it'll be in the year 2021, I think it'll be the last week of the year. I think this is more of a trade deadline move. I don't know what that move involves, whether it's Patrick Williams, Kobe White, first-round pick, second-round pick, whatever it has to do with. I just think the Bulls are going to make a move for a more solid, fundamental power forward, a guy like Paul Millsap, a guy like Derek Favors, a player of that capability who is a little bit on the veteran side and has a solid resume. You can rely on him. You can lean on him. I want to see that guy get traded for or signed on this Bulls team. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post Bulls videos as often as I can. Try to aim for once a day, 7 times a week. That is it for today. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. Peace.